Hey, what's up, guys? This is D from CD's Games. We'll be streaming again, and you can see on the screen there, we're going to be doing some more Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. Even though it's been a smidge frustrating these last couple weeks, playing through this game, it has been fun too. So I figure for another couple streams at least, we're going to continue this game. And then I do want to switch gears, as it were, over to Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, because it's something that I've been really wanting to get into and play again. So, one quick announcement before I really get into this stream. The shop, CD's Games, in Monroe, Michigan, we have just announced our next tournament, which is here. That tournament will be taking place Saturday, July 30th. There is an online registry. If you follow our Facebook page, obviously over on Facebook, there will be a event that has just been posted, and there's a link to the online registry in there if you are in like the Monroe County, Michigan area and would like to partake in this tournament. So more details and like the rules of the tournament and that kind of thing are in the post and in the event, which is again over on our Facebook page. So you can go check that out. And so yeah, that's coming up. Very excited about that. And that's really the only announcement I really have before I get into the game tonight. You know, I like to do my announcements and try to keep everybody up to date on what's going on with the actual storefront. We don't currently, I think, have a high score challenge going on at the current moment, but we'll be looking to do another one of those here very shortly. And Nick recently streamed over on the Facebook page as well. Did some Tetris. The replay of that is also over on our YouTube channel. And the Fallout series that I was doing over on the the YouTube channel just had another episode come out, and the wrestling series as well has had a few more episodes come out. So, all right, that's it for that. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. We'll go back to the career. I think we're only like 11% through the game currently. The CFL, that was our motorcycle. So let's just continue with that, see where we were at, and try to figure out who it was we were actually challenging before we go back to the garage and probably switch our vehicle anyway. I gotta switch my view. There we go. So what was it that we were actually doing? We were trying to do this, and there's also Vanessa. So let's challenge Vanessa first. See if we can do it on the bike, since we've already got the bike out of the garage anyway. And just see how we do. Just gotta get over to her first. Whoa. And she is on the move. So, oh, yep. I gotta remember that the bikes also have an extra button as far as the controls to get them to really handle the way you want them to handle. Where did she go? There she is.
Watch out for this girl. She's hot.
Vanessa!
Quick and tight. Never know what she got up under that hood.
Whoa! Look out there, truck. A little bit of a hard time hearing this. I'm going to turn that volume up just a smidge. All right, Vanessa, it's time to go down. We might not be able to pull it off on this motorcycle. We might end up having to switch gears to a different vehicle, but we're gonna try it anyway. See what happens. Yeah, that's right. Out the way. Yeah, we still don't... I don't think we've got the roar for the bike. We don't. And, oh, I screwed up bad. Ooh, I screwed up really bad. Oops. We might not be able to recover from that screw up. Oh, yep, definitely not. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know, I was spacing out, I guess, or something. I really screwed that up. Wasn't paying attention for some reason. Alright, let's try that one more time. Oh, come on. I almost did the same exact thing again. That would have been hilarious. To manage the same screw up twice. Excuse me. Pardon me. Whoa. We might have a chance after all. Maybe. Not if we keep doing that. Concentrate. That's where we keep screwing up before. Right about there. Yeah, way to go. Oh, see the finish line? Finish line? Come on. There we go. Take that, Vanessa. What'd you do? Finish last? Looks like it. Ha. You 10 seconds behind. You ain't even in my league. Not even close. 1,200 bucks. Right to the bank. Now, as long as we don't screw up, we should be able to just finish Vanessa off right here. In your pink, what is that? Mitsubishi Spider? $2,000 on the line in this one, eh? Excuse me. Woohoo! Let's go. Oh, great. Got cops. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Oh, we are screwing up, aren't we? I believe we're screwing up. Okay. Can we get back on track, please? Be very helpful. Oi! Yep, done screwed that up. That seemed like that was a weird transition, but then again, I probably screwed up to begin with. Out of the way, man. I'm trying to win this race here. You see? Do you understand? Oh, no. No, no. Woo. All right. Take that one. Ooh. Somebody about came up on the side there I didn't even see. Almost stole it from me. Oh, wait. Again, I might have to... mute the game itself if there's another cutscene so I don't get hit for music problems. Unbeatable street racers, huh? Okay. Got some new vinyls. That's something. Some new rims. Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, again, I gotta mute this so that I don't get hit for music copyrights when I re-upload it to the other site, so... okay, so... okay, just a second here. Okay, so... he's essentially just telling me about the, like, the tuner guys, and, that the fact that they're challenging me, and, whatnot, so, alright. Should be able to turn the game back on without problems from the music. I turned all the music off again in the options, but still in some of them cutscenes and
Hey man, I got word of a tournament taking place. You might want to check it out. The kind of thing you'll enjoy for real.
maybe I'll do that. But again, the cutscenes and the some of the other things that they got some music in, and I got hit for that once already. So 300. You know what? We probably could do that just to sell it. So wait, what button did I hit? Oh, I hit the wrong button. You know what? It's literally right in front of us.
Hey Holmes, the unbeatable street racers seem to want revenge. Time to deny them again.
Vanessa trying to get back at me again? Vanessa. You ought to know better by now. I do like how we just sit here and the guy kind of breaks the third wall and he's like, yo, what are we doing just sitting here? Alright, let's move. Let's just get on with it then, and let's do this tournament. Or attempt to, anyways, and see if we can win us another car.
You want to test out your ride?
There it is again. Okay. No traffic or opponents. So it's just a timed thing? I like the idea of that. I don't remember those being in this game. Okay, I know I kind of had to hit that pretty quick, but that particular song right there is the one that got hit over on the YouTube channel when I went and uploaded the replay of this. So we actually might want a car for this. Because I don't think, if I knew that this is what this was going to be, then I probably wouldn't have. Yeah, see, like, what is happening? Oops. Yeah, I think we definitely need a car for this. This is not gonna happen on the bike, I don't think. Yeah, we're 5 seconds off the pace. See if we can get a little fancier with this. I don't know. Still don't have my hopes up. it's just not going to be good. So, .53, so we got closer. Oh, and then I'm not paying attention, and I screwed up. You know, let's restart that, since I'm getting a little bit better of an idea of what I'm having to do to actually get around here. Actually kind of have to do it like an actual motorcycle to try to cut as close as we can and go wide from the going into the corner and exiting the corner. And okay. No, I just don't think the motorcycle's gonna work for this at all. Yeah, over 2.5 seconds basically off the pace. Yeah, Zane done screwed that one up too. Pretty good too. Since I actually, since I ride motorcycles, in real life, I would kind of like to be, the motorcycle guy that just kicks ass on the motorcycles and just whoops everybody. Oh, we were close. Close. We gotta cut just a little bit off of that lap time, and we'll be alright. Ain't gonna do it like that. No, we are off right now. Off. Come on, speed up. We get it? Got it! Woo! Barely, but we got it. I'll take it. Alright, so, well, we got that one. But that took us 2 attempts.
On the ground.
Yeah. It took us 2 attempts, though, on that track, and we can't just restart each race without restarting the whole tournament, so I have to try to remember what I just did there and try to replicate that for these other couple races and just see what happens. If that don't work, we may have to get another vehicle in order to make this happen. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. Not quite. Got it. First lap. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Nice one, man. Nice one.
That's what I'm talking about. Just slay it in the first lap. Damn right. We're taking that Lexus home. And then we're offing it for the money. It's already the plan. I already know that. We got that Chrysler 300 for the luxury cars, which I didn't really want in the first place. I don't need 2 luxury cars. Second and a half off. It's not good. We gotta pick up the pace. Sharp, couple sharp ones here. Get back on track. Back on track. See, we're a little off. Oh, got it. Got it by like a second and a half, too. Really picked it up towards the end of that track. Right on. I kind of like those.
Look at that. Fly.
Yeah, I kind of like those races. I like the fact that I just have to focus on what I'm doing instead of traffic and the other competitors. I didn't remember these races being a thing in this game, but I like that. All right, here comes another another silence the game moment, I think here. Yeah. Woo. Lexus IS 300. I wonder how much money that goes for. How much money can we get out of that? I'm about to find out. I'm going to go right to the garage and just off it right now. Garage. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Got $21,000 too to work with. I know for the bike, I still didn't unlock like any of the performance parts and stuff yet. At least I don't think I did. Customize, yep. Unless there is no performance stuff for the bikes, I don't remember. But let's see here. Let's manage vehicles and let's go to, and that's a Class D. We don't even want that. So that's a tuner. And this is a luxury. So how do they figure that the IS300 is a tuner? I would have figured that would have been in the luxury sedans like this car. So, you know what? We better hang on to that car, at least for the time being, because I know that eventually we're going to have to challenge the tuners in order to progress some more. So, we're going to need a tuner car. That's just a given. So let's take this and... Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Nope. See, those are still locked for that, too. So... Well, then you might as well just give me my motorcycle back, I guess. And since we got some money and we can't upgrade the performance anyways, why don't we look into some detail stuff? And just spend some money on the looks. See, that might be alright right there. Kind of like the minimalist look. And won't try to spend too much time on this so that I can keep rolling in this stream here. I kind of like that too, though. I can't really tell what that is. I don't care for that either. Looks like a couple stripes, maybe, just down the center? Nah. Well, that's interesting. I don't like it, though. Okay, these I'm not liking at all. These are terrible. That's pretty classic, I think. That's uglier than sin. Just a racing stripe. What if we went just solid black? I kind of like that too, though. Let's just do that. Like that. License plate we already changed. And that's all we had in there anyways, is that and the vinyl. Body shop. We don't want to change the rider. And that's all we could do. You know, out of all the customization that you can do for all the cars and everything else, I do feel like for the motorcycles, at least what you could have done is you can do stuff with, because, you know, in the cars, you can change the bumpers, you can change the side skirts, the exhaust. You could have done some of that with these motorcycles here, too. You could have changed the exhaust a little bit. You could have changed maybe a couple different fenders or just remove them completely. A couple different style tanks. Nothing fancy or nothing like extreme, but I feel like that's something that could have been done. Who knew? That's awful. And then they're locked from then on out. So, well, we definitely don't want the solid rims. You know, let's go with those, though. Monaco. Go with the Monaco. This, rear rim? No. Oh, that's just both at the same time. Oh, that's good to know. I can't change the color, though. That's unfortunate. I'm not really sure why this would really matter. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference in them, so I guess that's about a waste. Yeah, so that's really all we can do with the motorcycle. So that's kind of unfortunate. Wait, color shot. Maybe this is where we can do the rims. Yeah, okay, that's, I don't know, that's kind of silly. I would, alright. I want all black, but the rim itself is going to stay chrome. So, unfortunately, that also sucks. Try to get that to kind of match the fenders. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, let's go with a black exhaust. Like that. We can do some neon? Oh. I don't think I want to do that right now, but I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, let's just torch my leg off. You see that? Now, why in the hell would I want... You see, and I kind of enjoy pipes like that. But to have flames coming out of them, yeah, let's just torch my leg off. That sounds like a horrible idea. Trim? Alright, yup. Kind of like give it the powder coat black. Yeah, let's do that. Metallic, pearlescence, matte black. You know what? Let's do matte black. Let's do matte black. Why am I having... Okay. Yep. There we go. That's all me right there. Alright. Now since we've spent a little money anyway, let's go back to some more racing. Back to San Diego. Try to progress a little bit further. What do we got? Game seems to be having trouble loading a little bit tonight, and I'm not really sure why that's a thing. Alright, we can go back to that, or we can do some of these optional races, or we can try to challenge Vanessa again, or we've also got tuners, which we did just get that Lexus. And Atlanta and Detroit are still locked, so... Ooh, there's $3,200 at stake in that one. Let's try the chopper one again, because if we can get... If we can get so far in that, then we can unlock the door for the motorcycles, which I kind of want. So let's try this again. Weren't having the most luck last week doing these. Then I gotta get like 5 races in or something to be able to unlock that. Yeah, what y'all got? Whoa. What's happening? Wait a minute. Okay. Getting all discombobulated there for a second. Here. This way. This way. Whoa, whoa, what happened there? I don't even know what happened. That was a little crazy. And now we have a lot of ground to make up. And I don't think we can. Well, we might be able to. Whoa. Nope. This one may be... Yeah, especially after we do something stupid like that. Well, that didn't work out at all. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. What the hell? Try that one more time. You need to back off, bud. Woo! Oh, damn it. Right in my way. Back off, man. Whoa, train. Whoa, train! Whoa, bus! Oh, that one has gotten me every time I try to do this track. Back off, man. Here. Here. Whoa! 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 Uh-oh. I feel like I'm losing it. Oh, on the rooftops. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Woo. Oh, we won by a decent margin. How is it that last week I tried to do this race several times? I don't know. That actually, now that I think about it, I think that kind of makes sense. You know, not just like this game, but anybody that's played like some of these older racing games or some of these other games, you know, back then, especially when we were kids, you would try and try and try and try, right? And you just couldn't do it, and you get increasingly more frustrated, which makes you screw up even more, and which just adds more to the frustration. That's what was happening last week. Come back with, you know, kind of renewed.
Now you're in the game.
And now I'm in the game. See that? He knows. He knows all about it. Now we got the roar for the chopper. Okay. Good to know. Let's go to the next race for them. We might have to cut off the... Yep, I gotta cut off the audio again for that. Sorry about that. Yep, I got roar again. I know about roar because I have it for the muscle car, so I don't really need to hear that again. It's 15 races, and then the... So I noticed this too with, what was it, the muscle car one? Because I don't remember, because it's been so long since I played this game for any great length and, you know, all the way through or anything. But maybe 5 races in each city? Is that what was going on? I don't remember. Oh boy. Okay. Through here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, and then we wheelied right off the back of the bike. What a... Man. We gotta get back up here, and we do have the roar now, so we do have that at our disposal. Truck right in my way. Oh, where's my checkpoint? What happened? Oh, this way. Okay. Let me recover from that. That was going to be bad. Sorry, I'd like to... Uh-oh. like to be talking a little bit more as I'm playing, but I gotta concentrate. That's just what's gotta happen. Uh-oh, somebody right on my tail. Woo! Woo! That was close. It was catching me. Definitely catching me. But yeah, I have to concentrate.
Don't get arrogant now, fool. Soon you're gonna have to stop driving against kids.
Man, and you keep saying that, but it's not as easy as it looks, homie. But anyway, yeah, it's just that I can't, like, just talk and try to do this at the same time, especially with this game, because it's just, everything happens so fast, you know, and it's very hard to pay attention to your surroundings and react when I'm also trying to talk. So I'll try to get better at that. I was thinking about that the last couple streams that I've done. Now the game, like, you know, Baldur's Gate, like I was doing before, or like that stupid Siberia game that I was playing, not as hard to do. But something like this, I've got to pay attention to what I'm doing. This one is a surgeon, so have opportunity to potentially screw up a little bit and still recover from it. Whoa! Haha! Yeah, alright. We'll just run into the side of that truck. Now we have to try to catch all the way up. Oh, and the cop. Damn. Wow. Alright. So that's a thing. Out of the way, man. Get out of the way, too. I'm already tired of your shenanigans. Excuse me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, we might have an opportunity to screw up a little bit and still recover, but it doesn't help when you screw up several times and the first lap ain't even done. Cops are still on my tail and annoying me. Now, let's see if we can recover here a little bit. I don't know, was it me or does that seem that didn't affect them in the slightest? Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, yeah, now I'm... Get caught all the way up to get taken out by the cop head on. You kidding? Now that section has been smooth.
Over to the side of the road.
I don't wanna. Oof. Let's not keep doing that either. Way, please. Cop right there too. Alright, so far so good for lap 1. I say that and then about to screw up royally. Get out of here.
Driver, pull to the side of the road immediately.
How's about leave me alone? You pull over. let's not... Wow. How about when we screw up, we just do it royally? Yeah, like that. Damn it. Oh, we might have been able to recover. That just might have worked. Alright. It wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty in the slightest. But we'll take it. Oh! Beat Charlie. Beat Ricky. Corey. We beat to bone.
Alright, you done schooled them fools.
That's right. To bone. He knows he's a loser. Oh, we can keep on going, huh? Alright. Let's just keep taking them down then. Stage 2. We got to bone again. Would have to think that some of these other ones that these guys are riding would probably be oh, come on. Probably be a little more aerodynamic than, say, what I'm riding. I've got a bike that's got ape hangers like this bike, and I tell you, the human parachute effect is real, man. Ooh, oh, this is a short track. Ew. Ew. Done this one. Have we not? Might have. And again, I suppose there'd only be so many courses in the game, I guess. Can we catch this guy? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Bam! Oh, to bone wasn't even in this one. That sucks.
Not bad, fool. Not bad at all.
I'll take it. School. Maybe we can just do all of them, huh? Let's just do all the motorcycle races. There's 7 of 15. I don't recall what happens, like, once you beat all of, like, a certain, like, club races. I don't remember at all. Okay, around. Oh, this is just a sprint. Ew. Well, let's get it then. All right. That was just a sprint, a 23-second sprint. That's fine. Hey, Dwayne, you can't be me. Definitely not. Not cool. I had $2,100 for that 23 seconds too. That's fine. You wish you could make that much money in 23 seconds? It'd be fantastic. Oh, nope, that's it for the chopper races for now. They're not going to let us do any more. So we got to move on to something else. We can challenge Vanessa again. Or I do have the Lexus, so the tuner car, so I can start doing the tuner races. Or there was another one. What was the other one? I don't remember. Actually, I think the chopper ones were the other ones. So yeah, so I can start doing the tuner races, or I can challenge Vanessa again. So what do you think I should do? Challenge Vanessa? or grab the Lexus and try to start doing the tuner races. Because I haven't messed with that Lexus at all since I won it. And I don't know how difficult Vanessa will be round 2. Do have races like this. You know what? I am going to do this one quick, see if I can win that $3,200 fast. Then after that, we need to make a decision. We either start the tuner races or challenge Vanessa. One or the other. That race is over here. This way. Hello, car. See if we can win $3,200 and then figure out what we're doing. Never paid attention to it, obviously, when we were kids, you know, playing a game like this, but I find it interesting how many times it saves your progress, which I'm not mad about. I'm not mad about that at all. Actually, I'm very thankful that it does that. I just never paid attention to how many times it does it. Alright, now we gonna get completely smoked, or are we actually gonna have a chance? Say, where is... You know, races like this right here, to me, are a little annoying. The checkpoints are so spread out. Really, dude? Are so spread out, it's kind of hard to... Whoa! Try to figure out where you're going. Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna have a chance. They kind of just caught up to me and blew me away. So, I don't think this is happening. Whoa! That was close. Whoa, that was also close. We do have a roar now. I guess we've had a couple. And this. Well, we didn't win. Did take second, though. So that's not too bad. But AJ smoked it.
Orale, don't quit out there. Anything can happen in the city.
And I still got $1,000, I guess. No, we're not. We're not going to restart that one. So, since I still got the bike out, and since I smoked Vanessa the first time with the motorcycle, I think we're going to try that again since I already got the bike out. Instead of spending even more time in a loading screen, and Vanessa's right here, switching out the bike for the Lexus.
Look like the lady wants another piece of you, and this time she means it. She definitely put some work into her ride. She gonna teach you a lesson, son.
Oh, is that it? Well, we're gonna see about that. She already got smoked on the way to the starting grid. That's any indication. This is gonna be breeze. I'm gonna leave you in the dust. Be gone. Oh, yeah. What? You put a carbon fiber hood on the front of that Mitsubishi, now you think you're somebody? Stop it. I'm gonna show you ain't nothing. No, watch, I'm gonna get completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. Oh, and you got spinners too? Who do you think you are, Vanessa? Bye, Vanessa. With. Whoa. Okay. Breathe for a second. That got a little... I got to be a little much for a second. Where are we? There's my checkpoint. I hate when my checkpoints are so spread out. Oh, I missed my shortcut. Damn it. Oh, and now I'm looking at my map and not paying attention. Hey, Vanessa. Oh, damn. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. See, I was too worried about messing with Vanessa. Damn it! We're doing so good, too. Whoa! See, what in the... Okay. And where the hell is my checkpoint? Way the f... over here. If I can keep it on the track, I actually do okay. It's just when I screw that up... Uh-oh. Oh, we're coming down to the wire. Wait a minute. Whoa. See, where's my checkpoint? What the seriously? Maybe through here? I don't know. Okay. That works. Alright. It's kind of just... sending it at the end. So where you at, Vanessa? Hmm? Oh. Fashionably late again? Better late than never, I guess. Scratch. Thank you. Oh, that was kind of fun. It was a little stressful there for a second. And appreciate the follow, too, by the way. Thank you very much for that. So... Alright, so that was race 1 for round 2 with Vanessa. See if we can replicate that success in round 2. 1,800 bucks. Alright, fine. Be more than happy to take that from you. Cheers. Actually, I wish I had something else to drink other than this, but hey, cheers. That's actually something I should have done. Oh, and now I'm going to be late to the starting line. Wait a minute. I'm not prepared. Yeah, y'all get out the way. Oh, whoa. Okay, yep, see. Alright. Now that I know that's there, let's try that one more time. We can't be screwing up that early, you know what I mean? Just not a good look. Where the hell is my checkpoint? There it is. See, once again, I'm missing a checkpoint. What the hell? Where the hell is it? Okay. They gotta stop doing that to me with the checkpoints in the middle of bum nowhere. Alright. Gotta try to recover yet again. And that is not how you do that. Wow. Wow. Alright, this one may be throwaway. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's not working. One more time. I'm freezing a little for some reason. That hasn't done that to me the last couple weeks I've been playing this. I don't know what's up with that. Alright. Here. Shortcut mirror. Checkpoint over here. Hard left. Oh, oh, there's another one. There it is. And there's how you blow it. That's what we do right there. What in the heck? Okay. Ah! Alright. Now I know where... Now that I know where that one is... Why don't you find all the checkpoint... the checkpoints. The... little secret areas to go through, then you might got a chance. Here, and we almost did it again. We did do it again. Unbelievable. Okay. Just talking earlier about how doing the same race over and over and over and over again when we were a kid, you know, just trying to get through it, and you just get more and more frustrated every time, which made you screw up even more, which added to the frustration, which it just continued. It was just a continuous cycle like that. It's happening now. Do you see that right in my way? Oh, there's a upper level. What is happening? Whoa. Alright. Take that into account, and then it's a straight shot this way. I was unaware that those were little hidden areas. That's neat. Okay. That's right. My checkpoints are a million miles away. Where is my next one? I don't even know. Over there. What in the heck? Oh, there was a jump there I didn't even know about. How about that? Alright. So, now that we've screwed all the way up, because we have no idea where we're going. And we're still somehow in first. I don't even know how that's a thing. That shouldn't even... Now, speak too soon. There we go. Okay, this is wild. What is happening? And we're still somehow in first. Get out of here. Can we somehow still pull this off? Are you kidding? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, where were you on that one, Vanessa? That's right, you were losing. Oh, thank you for the encouragement. I really like that. I appreciate that. This game was awesome. It really was. And I'm very... No smart remark this time. Usually somebody's got something smart to say after the race. But yeah, I've had this game for years, just in the collection. And in between this one... in between Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1, which I had finished a couple weeks back, and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, which I plan on starting pretty soon, I decided to plug this one in, and I haven't stopped playing it yet. So, I don't know if I'm gonna... For Class D vehicle... Neat. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know if I'm gonna play all the way through this game before jumping into Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, but we are going to play this one for a couple more streams before that. So, Oh, yeah. Continue racing Vanessa. I think I only have one more race to shut her up. Yeah, that's it. One more race, and she's done for. And for other viewing things, other games that we play, my business partner Nick typically does. He hasn't been doing them a whole lot. He's gonna try to do some more of them, but he's been doing some streams of some various old school games over on our Facebook page. A couple days ago, he did a stream on some old school Tetris on the Super Nintendo, which was cooler than that. And then he also did some Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo 64 some time back. So he's got a couple streams that he's done over on the YouTube. See, I can't even talk because I'm trying to pay attention to 100 things at one time. But over on the Facebook page, and then over on our YouTube channel, all of the streams from here and his streams on Facebook, they get replayed over on the YouTube channel. Plus, I have a Fallout 4 series that I was doing. The Eric Grant Survival series, that's over on the YouTube channel. And a all-original series using WWE 2K22. I'm doing my whole universe mode with all my own characters, my own promotion, my own everything, own storylines, all that. That's over on the YouTube channel too. And that has a new episode that comes out every single Friday night at 8 o'clock. So now that I've got all that out of the way, I'm going to try this again. And I got to be able to focus. So here, then checkpoint is here. And this wraps around to over here. Yes. This way. And then this way. Somewhere. Whoa! Turn! Turn! Okay. Alright. Oh, and this race is almost over already. Ain't that a... Watch it. Come on, can we catch up to use the roar? Is that a thing? It's not a thing. It's... because it's already over. Yeah. Okay. And then that's an odd... That's an odd thing at the end of that race. There's two different routes and it splits? Okay. That's interesting. But come on, we got this last race to be done with Vanessa. Catch up to whoever this is. I wanted to use that boost, but felt like all that was going to do was just throw me into the wall. So, got to use all that stuff sparingly and accordingly. So through here, through here, through here and there, and where the hell is my finish line? What the hell was that? That's fine. I'll still take that. That's an odd finish line. So you gotta completely go around a whole building to get to it. That's right, Vanessa, you got stomped. Oh, and my friend Tabone was there. Tabone got whooped too.
Hey man, you want me to hook you up? I got some incredible new paint in.
You got some new paint in? What do we do? Unlock pearlescent paint? San Diego police car has been shit. Oh, we got a police car? Really? That's cool. Level 1 performance parts for Class C. That's good to know. We might actually be able to upgrade this motorcycle for once. Yep, and we got pearlescent paint, so very neat. I might have to cut off the audio from the game again for a second for music copyright problems.
I don't...
Yup. So, I have to, since I take these videos and I put them over on the YouTube channel as a way to, categorize them and to keep them all together. Because on Twitch they'll disappear after like 14 days or something. I put them over on the YouTube channel just so that they're always available, but their music copyrights are killing me over there, and they're killing a lot of creators. And so I put the first stream of this game over there, and they hit me for a song in a cutscene once before already, which was completely ridiculous. So I got to keep muting the audio of, like these cutscenes and stuff, so I don't get hit with music copyrights again. So, unfortunately, and sadly, that's a thing. So, okay. So I can actually move to the other cities now, right? That's neat. So either Detroit or what was the other one? Atlanta. And then can I get to Japan from here as well? Or is that only in the main menu?
I just heard that Dub is bringing one of those tournaments they like so much to Atlanta. Maybe you want to check it out, man. You could win a dubbed out Cadillac.
Dub edition Cadillac over in Atlanta?
Looks like American royalty's sending out the big guns, Holmes. Roy's got experience, so keep your head up.
Okay. Well, where's he at? He's clearly not here. Nope. So, what was his name? Roy? Yep, Roy. So, he's over in Atlanta also. So, we can go to Atlanta already. We can't go to Detroit yet, though. But we can go to Atlanta. And we can continue the chopper races. Was that the Dub Edition Escalade? So that's something. We also got the tuners. And I can continue the muscle cars now too. Which, I love my muscle cars. But before we leave to Atlanta, we do have the tuner races that we can do. So maybe, what do you think? Maybe we go to the garage, we get ourselves our tuner car, and see if we can just knock out these tuner races before we even go to Atlanta. And it does look like I have to go to, what was it, Japan? Tokyo, I mean? Well, Tokyo, Japan. Yeah, so Tokyo, it looks like the only way I can get to Tokyo is through the main menu of the game. It did tell me I can go to Tokyo at any time. So, maybe, perhaps, we'll still do a little bit more here first, and then maybe for the stream next week, maybe we'll jump over to Tokyo for a little bit. But for now, I think maybe we'll go get that tuner car, huh? We'll get the Lexus and see if we can knock out those tuner races before we go to Atlanta. I do got some money, though. Maybe we can... I don't want to soak a whole bunch of money into the tuner car, though. I'm not a big fan of the tuners. I'm just not. I'd rather put money into this or... Whoops, that's not what I wanted either. I'd rather put money into this or the GTO. I got level 2 performance stuff for the D-class cars and level 1 for the C-class cars. That's the Chrysler 100. So there's the Lexus, there's our tuner. And it's so bland. It's so lame. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to put a bunch of money into it because I kind of wanted to sell it anyway. So... Well, no, thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. And again, I appreciate the follow, and I do a stream every Tuesday night starting at 11:30. And next week I plan on playing some more of this. And again, I may jump into Tokyo next week. I'm not really sure about that yet. But yeah, every Tuesday night I do one of these streams, and currently we're in the middle of this game, so I plan on playing this one for a little while longer yet. So, but thanks for coming and sticking around for a little while, and the follow, and sticking around in the chat for a little while. I appreciate it. So, I hope to see you next time. Yeah, I don't want to put money into this right now. I don't know if I've ever played Tokyo. And I say that because when I was a kid, when I originally was playing this game, we just had the regular dub edition. We didn't have the remix, so we didn't have Tokyo, and we didn't have like the other additional 25 cars that this remix version has. So I can't recall ever playing Tokyo, to be honest. So that'll be interesting for me to do, since I don't ever recall playing Tokyo ever. So that's going to be one of those things that's going to be kind of new for me, even though I've played this game a lot when I was younger.
Make this race awfully bumpy if he starts throwing his weight around.
Who? Oh, somebody else in Atlanta. Well, it's not Roy. Who was that? Dre. Says something about throwing his weight around. So if I remember correctly, he's in like some big SUV or Escalade or some crap too. So, but first, before we go to Georgia, let's see if we can knock these out. I might get completely crushed because I haven't put any money into this, and it's a Class D, completely stock. This might not be good. This may be terrible. But there's only one way to find out. You and your neon over there. My parents drove neons when I was a kid, and you want to come out here and race it. Stop it. I know that the ones that my folks had were bricks on wheels, so you mean to tell me that you're going to win anything in that car? Well, I'm not going to win anything in this car. Are you kidding? Get out of here, dude. Here. Oh yeah, I think we're going to get completely crushed. I don't see us winning anything. So we're going to have to put some money in this, unfortunately. Oh! That was not good. That was not good at all. Ew. Yeah, we may, unfortunately, have to waste money on this piece of junk in order to beat these races. That kind of sucks. I don't really want to do that. Well, we're going this way now. That's just what's happening. Oh! That was gnarly. Completely ruined my race, but that Tabone right there served up raw. Well. Oh, I thought there was a breakaway right there. Damn it. Okay. This is just not good. Not good in the slightest. there's the finish line, unfortunately. So yeah, we completely screwed this race up, I think. Yup, definitely after that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, I'll try one more time because we actually were catching them by the end. If I don't have to put money in this car, I'm not going to because I don't really want to. But we either got lucky that time in trying to catch up, or they just screwed up royally, kind of like I just did right there. Try that start again anyway. That start off the line last time was garbage. Avoid that. This way. So we're a little behind. That's okay. Seen both of those coming and couldn't do squat about it. Dang it. Alright. Can we make up for that? Kinda doubting doing this. Especially when you run damn trash truck. And that truck. Damn. Okay. Oh, that's dirty, bro. That's dirty. Up here. Drift it around there. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, what happened? I think I can win this race. I have to do it just right. But I'm only gonna give this another time or two, and then I think I am just gonna go to Atlanta because I dread putting money into this piece of junk garbage car so much that I would just rather not do them and just go to Atlanta and just worry about these later. Use the wall to turn, it's fine. Oh, I thought that's the part I had to move over. Nope. Jump the gun on that one. Car. Move over here. Go up here. Drift it basically around there. Sort of. Get by you here. It was here, and then we have to move over and not screw that up. Oh, really? I seen that I seen that shortcut though. That would have probably taken me right to that. So I remember that and try it one more time. Ooh, tore that car up a little bit, didn't we? Try it one more time. And then, if we don't get it this time, I think it's Atlanta bound. He's just gonna leave us behind. Up. There. And then there was that shortcut that should take me to the end here. Got it. Okay. Alright. Barely, though. What's that, half a second? Wow. It's cutting it close.
Hey, I got a new shipment in. You might want to come by and check this stuff out.
Yeah? What you got this time? Oh. Tuner exhaust tip. And why should I care about that, exactly? Why should I care about that? Let's try this race once or twice. See what happens. El Cortez Dash. Well, this is one of those just sprint for the end deals, huh? Not a fan of these at all. I have no clue where it is that I'm trying to go. Or if the route that I'm going is even a good one or not. Well, I guess I just follow you for the time being. Okay, that almost worked. That almost worked. We may have a strategy there. Maybe. Try that one more time. That might just work. What are you doing, man? No, it's cool. Just leave me behind. It's all right. I just want to hang out back here anyway. Well, I don't know what happened this time, but I got crushed that time. I don't know what happened there. See, I'm able to get second again. So, I just gotta...
Maybe you want to invest in a little upgrade on that thing. Bring it to the shop.
I know that's what I should do. It's not what I want to do. I feel like if I could just stick with the first one or two guys, I'll have a chance. Ow! Ow! Oh, come on! Are you serious? What the... Ah! I had it! I had it that time! Pretty sure I had it that time. That is garbage. That may have just completely screwed me right from the start. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. This guy in this green car here keeps wanting to do that to me. That time he didn't get a chance to do it. Did just leave me behind. So that trying to stick with them, not working. I gotta be able to stick with the front car, or the front two cars. And I'd be able to pull that slingshot move, but gotta be about flawless right here at the beginning. We gotta keep at least one of them in our sights. The slingshot to try to keep up, and it's too far gone already. Oh, I don't think so. Maybe. Ah! There we go. I was going a little too fast and got up beside him and didn't end up getting a chance to try to use the slingshot, but it worked out. It worked out in the end.
Now you're making me proud, fool.
Trying. Tuner taillights. Cool. Yippee. Don't really care. All the things that I could possibly want, I think tuner taillights is one of the bottom things on that list. We should only have a couple more of these to do, and I think basically be done with this map, but then there's things like that happening. And that car, whatever the hell that is, I don't think we have a chance in hell against that car. That car is gone. Oh, wait. Wait. I spoke too soon. Oh, there he goes again. This is a circuit. Through here. That lap. Through here. Handbrake and around, and then he's gone. And he's gone! Now that car, whatever the hell that is gone. Smash into the wall and on the side. That was neat. Okay. One more lap, and I don't think that's really going to do me good anyways. Certainly when I'm doing stupid things like that. Get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here, alright. They're all just gonna leave me behind. That's what's gonna happen. What the hell? What was that? Frustration is beginning to set in. I know, just upgrade the damn car, right? Upgrade the car, you might not have this much trouble trying to do this. Do have to remember that whole little trick of being able to flip your car up basically on two wheels is a thing, and to try to remember that, you know, I could possibly use that to my advantage at certain points. It is a tool that can be used. Ain't gonna help there though. Yeah, now we're in last. This race is probably not doable in this car's current condition. So yeah. I'm done with this race for now. I'm done with these tuners for now. Just a smidge on the irritated side. So now we got 40 grand. We got a couple cars at our disposal. And we can go to Atlanta. Which I think I want to do that. I want to get out of this worthless Lexus. Give me my GTO. We're going to put some money into the GTO. Engine. Supercharger. Engine upgrade. 60. I can appreciate this about this game. $1,600 for 11.1 engine upgrade. And like any other game, that would be like $10,000. Supercharger. Let's go with that. I don't really think that makes a difference. It really is just like, which one you want to rock? Headers, give me the headers. Hooker headers. Gotta have that for the muscle car. Excuse me. Flowmaster. Level 1 on the nitrous vent. Nitrous Express, NOS, Venom. You know what? I think everybody would just go to NOS. I'm gonna go with Venom. Just because it's different. I want to be different. So that's basically all the performance upgrades that we can do at this. Oh, no it ain't. I totally lied. Advance. Clutch. Yeah, none of that even matters to me. Chassis. Oh, that's right. All this stuff. So, suspension. Give me some handling. Sway bars. Give me some more handling. Ground control. That sounds good. Airbag. That. Yeah, that basically does nothing. Hydraulics we don't need. So that's that. Tires. Some better tires. Brakes. Got the money to do it. We basically just did level 1 for everything. Maybe it is time to make it look a little fancier. We can get rid of the chrome. What is the difference? Oh, there's a lower underneath. I see. Say, what the hell would be the difference? Ew. These are still locked. I don't like any of these. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like none of that. We could just get rid of the chrome. We could do that. Little lowers on that one. There's still a little... You know what? That might not be bad. That 3? That might be okay. Oh, we can do something like that though. Put him some vents in the back or in the front. Ew. Ew, that looks horrible. No. Oh God, no. Don't mind these ones here though. That could be okay. Actually, we just did full-on engine upgrades. Yeah, Holly, gots to have it. Yeah. Yup. carbon fiber. I've never understood the whole carbon fiber craze, really. Somebody explain that to me. That looks pretty classic. That looks like it kind of belongs there. These, however, do not. Oh, wait a minute. Like a chrome, like Superbird wing. Obviously, Superbird wing is a hell of a lot taller. Still, I think that's about all we really need to be doing with that. Mud flaps! Get the mud flaps! Spend money on mud flaps. What? Yup. Gotta have these. I don't know why, but I've always liked the looks of these. And the black, I think, is the way to go. So I want those. The doubles I like. Wait, yeah. I figure we got some for the side. I like that too. Oh. Yup. Let's see. 11. I do like the double. Going with 11. Yeah. Meaty. Wheels. Do some rims. And do some newer fancy rims, but we still want something that's gonna look kind of old school like that. Ain't gonna get it out of these. Seem to recall there was one specific brand in here that kind of had, and it might have been those, kind of has like an old school muscle car feel. That is terrible looking. Yeah, American Racing, I think, basically. Because these aren't doing it. Those are pretty sharp looking. Salt flat. Just remember the salt flat. Hopster. That's kind of looks like the... Whoa, wait. I like those too. Although I don't really like how they sink in like that though. Knock off reverse. Let's go with, was it this one? No. Is it this one? Yep, the salt flats. Let's go with the salt flats. Red line. Good wrenches. Black. Good wrench. White outline. No, wait a minute. That's the white stripe. White wall. White letters. I think that's what we're going to end up going with. Yep. I don't know what it is. I love me some white letter tires. So that's the rims and the whatnot. Okay. Body upgrades. Alright. I was gonna change the color of the rims, but there's enough chrome on this still that... Although, can we... Yeah, see, that's all of that stuff. Is there a way that I can... Yeah, the trim. Oh, that's all the... Okay. Oh, yeah. See, the gold with the black? Yeah, I like that. Yup. That's how we're gonna do that. nitrous. Orange flames, blue flames. Yeah, the blue flames. Yeah, I like that. I'm not a big fan of neon, so I'm gonna do this, this. Get that to match the other blacked out stuff. So brake calipers. Might as well do them black. You know, what are these? Oh, I don't know. You know what? But the black is gonna go with the black trim, everything else, and there's still little bits of chrome accents. So I guess that looks. I guess that's okay. And so yeah, so now we got black, just hints of chrome, like right there in the grill. Yeah, that is badass. Real quick though, let's do the detail. See if there's any vinyls or anything we want to do on this. Splash, stripes, graphics, wild, rips. Not the biggest fan of these. Tribal we don't have. We do have manufacturer stuff though. Oh. Well, that could be kind of neat. Just a classic Pontiac racing. I don't know if I want to spend $1,000 and not like it. So, give me a second. Flags. Modern. What is in modern exactly? Let's go with that, actually. Completely black. Yeah, there we go. I like it. Decals on the front window. Manufacturer. Oh, that's right. We gotta... Okay. Sort through aftermarket, custom. Volkswagen, Viper, Toyota, Supra. I don't want to do any of that. Now that I think about it, no. Let's not even put that on slot 1, slot 2. Oh, so we can do like sponsors almost. I'm not going to do all that right this second, but I think that is something that I'd be interested in doing. 8, 9, 10. 10 slots for stuff. Standard chrome. None of that matters to me right now. Badges. Oh, dub edition. Okay, it's all rims and crap. The same thing. Alright, so now our Pontiac GTO is ready to roll, and we're about 2 hours in, and it's about time for me to go to bed. But since we did just get the car ready to roll, let's go over to Atlanta. We'll maybe do one race, and then we'll shut it down for the night, and we'll continue. Whoa, wait. Hold on. Almost got hit again with that. So, R2 for the nitrous. Oh, that's right. So, nitrous when you're not falling behind somebody And if you have no nitrous, I got you. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, we'll do maybe one race. We'll call it a night. And then next week, when we go and do this, then I think we'll jump over.
Now you think you're in the game, huh?
Then I think we'll jump over to Tokyo.
I don't know what this guy's story is. Anyone riding at that speed needs to have his head examined.
And then we'll head over to, I think, Tokyo in our next stream. And, see how we do over in Tokyo. Oh, I might have to. Yep. Sorry. You said your name is Steve? Is that it? Yeah, you put them giant-ass rims on that Classic. I don't know why you'd do that. Yep, I'm here. Oh, is that it? She ain't ready to race, huh? That's excuses for you'd stomp me and I don't want to get in burst. Okay, yeah, you do that. Yeah, let me know all the things that are going on, because you don't want to get stomped. I'm sorry about that. I really wish you could hear everything that they're saying and stuff too, but that music thing almost has me paranoid. We don't need, copyright hits and stuff for a couple stupid things like that. So, all right. So here we are. We are in Atlanta. We got Roy. Oh, we got somebody else over here. Vito. And we got Dre. And we've got... You know what? I was only going to do one race, and I might only do it once or twice. We'll see. Let's try to win us this Escalade quick. That would be a nice cap, I think, on the stream here tonight, is to win the Cadillac. Well, that was neat. Out of the way, dude. That's the only thing. I'm gonna end up having to relearn a whole new city. But that's all part of the challenge, right? Just all part of the challenge. So we got our souped up Pontiac GTO. It's 4 races though. Oh, and this is the truck version of the Cadillac. Forgot about that. So let's see if we can try to win this quickly. If not, we might have to just call it a night. What up, dude? Yeah! Let's get this racing underway. Look, it's got so much torque, so much power. Go ahead, use your nitrous up now. I'm gonna have to use it just to catch up with you, it looks like, huh? Oy! Even that didn't really help. Yeah, it did. I don't know what he's doing, but he's falling back. Get that speed. Oif. Okay, come on. Oh, look at that flip, and we still took it. Woohoo! That was craziness. Flip. That's kind of why I'm glad that I'm actually recording things like this. For moments like that, that flip at the end was pretty gnarly. But that's a good start. It's a good start for our for this tournament trying to win this car. That was pretty cool. All right. 3 more races. Oh, yeah. Look at that power. Hear that power. Feel that power. Whoa. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'll just go right straight through the park, I guess. Just hold steady and just keep on rolling. Where do y'all think you're going? Past me. Three-lapper, so got some time to pull this off. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. That's right. Straight. I don't know if there's anything in here that I can hit that would kill me. Just go with it. Just keep on going. Drop the hammer. Oif. Okay. One more lap. We got this. That drift. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? No, let's not screw that up at this point, please. Somebody's coming up, somebody's coming up. Right at the end. Are you kidding? Oh, he saved it. Ah! Oh, he saved it. By less than a half a second. That was nuts. Oh, are you kidding me? about completely ruined that at the very end. That was ridiculous. I can't believe that worked. I ended up pulling this tournament off in the most unusual way, I think. Oh, we still got 2 races to go, though. I still could lose the whole damn thing. Regardless of how this turns out, whether we win the Cadillac or not in these next 2 races, that's going to be the end of the stream after these 2 races. Win or lose. Because I got to go to bed. Just like that. This is 3 laps also. Hello. This is looking to be all bad. Run that guy over through here. What the heck? I cannot see. Things are just going way too fast. Got to get back up with that guy. Oh! Oh, come on. Oh, I screwed that all up. Are you kidding? Oh, no. Oh, that was all bad. Ooh. I had that one too. That sucks. I'm gonna have to win this next race. Have to. Oh, that was not good. I had that one and I screwed that up at the very end. I missed a turn or something there somewhere. I don't know what happened. Did like the first 2 laps the same exact way and somehow botched the ending of that third one. I don't know what happened there. And Whiplash does not sound promising at all. This is one of these, and this sucks. I have no idea what to do or where I'm going, and I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh, no, no, no! Damn! That sucks. The only thing I can hope... Oh, no! Well, now the only thing I can hope is... Oh, that just ruined every... Well, that sucks. That sucks hardcore. Well... Try as I might, really screwed this one. And will continue to do... My God, dude. This was horrible. Horrible. Well, guys, that's it for me tonight. That was trash. My God, man. If there's a way to screw up so bad and blow the whole damn thing, that's the way to do it. Well, I tried. But that's it. That's it for me tonight. I'm done. Appreciate you guys watching. And once again, one more quick shout out to, looks like Scratch Pain, if I'm saying that correctly, for hanging out with me for a little while, hanging out with the chat and the follow. Appreciate that a lot. For anybody else, again, check out our Facebook page, the YouTube channel, and if you're seeing this on the YouTube channel, then, you know, head over to Twitch every Tuesday night for my streams, and for other updates going on with the shop itself. Again, the tournament has been announced, so July 30th, Saturday, will be the next tournament. So you can register on our Facebook page on the event that's been posted there. So with that, that's it for me tonight. I am D from CD's Games, and see you next time.